What?
I might have to get move it closer to me, so I don't have to be the one to get up. People can totally hear us. Hey, folks! If you're watching the live stream, we will be getting ready to go live in just a few moments. This is Daniel, SpecialChronicles.com.
And my name is Georgia, and I'm his cutest true love and chief instructor.
Inspiration officer.
Inspiration officer.
Good. She'll get this ready by the time we have to go live with recorded. So folks, if you're watching, remember you can please you can support this podcast. Go to specialchronicles.com/give, specialchronicles.com/give, and you can join our supporters and donate and help to make this podcast possible. Because it's free for you to listen on demand, but it costs some money for us to produce this. So yeah, we thank you for your generous support. And so please go to specialchronicles.com/give, donate, and help us reach our $12,000 goal by November 2020. So we've got a few months to go to raise $12,000 in celebration of our 12-year anniversary. That is Special Chronicles' 12-year anniversary, not us. Us has only been 5. Special Chronicles has been 12.
Yes.
You and me have been 5.
5, but we're going on until...
You want to move a little closer to the mic? Sorry. I mean, not that it doesn't matter.
We're probably going to go to our 6-year anniversary in
March?
In the month of March.
Keep talking.
Okay.
Entertain our listeners.
All right. Please comment on our impromptu episode.
Impromptu? What are you talking about?
I was making a side joke.
Yes, you said it. You guys, you hitting me. That's a joke. You guys can't see us, so that's a big joke. I'm kidding.
Okay.
You guys see how much she loves me?
Yeah, I love him very much because I really love his sense of humor and his style as well.
Yeah, keep talking.
Okay. Please tune in and watch. We would love to see you guys watching this episode. And yeah, that's pretty much about it.
Dance around. Get into my seat. So you guys, we'll begin in just a moment. Remember to subscribe, rate, review, all that. And we'll in the back porch studio again. So the show will be getting started in 3,
2, 1.
Hey, babe, let me go and chase my tail a little bit.
Okay, go ahead.
Wait, you're saying I have a tail? I do have a tail. I'm going to chase my tail.
Okay.
That's what we were doing in the show prep.
Okay.
Georgia was chasing my tail. Okay, this show is going in a different direction, but yeah, if your kids listen, it gets better than that. I was chasing my tail, and Georgia was chasing me.
Yes, I was.
And that's just the way we roll. Ah, well, the season 3 finale. We're back in the back porch studio of the Daniel and Georgia show. Is about to get ready to go right now.
I didn't know that you had a crush on me. How did I never see all that we could have been? High time we turn the pages, start a story for the ages. High time we got it going on. No, it's never easy for people who love anymore, but we gotta try. 'Cause you and I were meant to be. I love you, baby, and I know it takes more than words to show it. You are the one, and I know it.
Coming up on the Daniel and Georgia show, season 3, episode 10. It's our season 3 finale. We're back in the back porch studio again. Welcome back to the Daniel and Georgia show. My name is Daniel from SpecialChronicles.com.
And my name is Georgia. I'm his cutest true love and chief inspiration
Officer.
at
Special
Chronicles.
There we go. We'll work on that little intro again, that updated intro. But we're back. We're glad to be here. We would like to let you know, as we get ready to give you our highlights of the week, review a podcast that's on the Special Chronicles Podcast Network, and talk about our future plans together. And we'll call a listener that we do not know who we're calling, but we'll figure that out as the show rolls on. We want to let you know the support for Special Chronicles is brought to you, by listeners like you. Please, you see it. If you are listening to the audio podcast, look in the podcast episode description. But if you are watching the video of this episode on YouTube or Facebook, watch, and then you look down at the screen, right?
Yes.
Look down. Where do you want to point?
Sure.
Yeah, where she's pointing. You can help and support us by you can support this podcast at specialchronicles.com/give. That's specialchronicles.com/give. Specialchronicles.com/give is where you can donate. You can help us reach our $12,000 goal by November 2020 for our 12-year anniversary of Special Chronicles. You can also text GIVE to 833-953-2598. Text GIVE to 833-953-2598. And so we'll let you know more about more of our sponsors later on in the show when we take a sponsor break sometime. So are you ready to get the show going?
I'm so ready.
So I'm not going to let you go first because I'm going to go ahead and change a little overlay thing on the video thing. When I do that, she's taking her mic out.
Yes, because it's a lot comfortable.
Okay, maybe that's what I'll do. Okay, I'll do that when I come back. Hey, babe, you want to give your highlight of the week?
Yeah. So my highlight of the week is hanging out. I really love hanging out with my parents a lot. Actually, that happened to me all day yesterday. I actually bonded with my mom. She was taking care of me like she always does, and with my dad, he took me, my mom, to a restaurant which I've never been called Scratch.
What do you do there? Do you scratch?
No, it's more like.
Should I not be saying that joke?
No, it's fine. I love that joke. Scratch is not.
What do you scratch there? That's what I want to know.
You don't.
I let you start with that joke. Go on.
Okay, so Scratch is more like a American restaurant, and they would bring you food out if you want to sit on the patio, or you can sit in, or you can sit.
I was about to have a drink. I was about to drink my microphone. I went to drink, thinking that my microphone was my sparkling water. I was about to drink my microphone. This show is going swimmingly.
Yes.
I'm about to drink my microphone.
Okay.
Okay, go. Okay, sorry about that, babe. Go on and talk about the what's the one where you scratch yourself, where you scratch something.
Okay. It was my first time there. I actually got a really healthy basket.
Fix the windscreen. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
It was so I ordered a low carb healthy basket. It had bacon, turkey, avocado, and tomato. And both my parents had hamburgers, and we watched a basketball game. So it was nice and calm, and it was beautiful just sitting outside.
Quick question for you.
Okay.
Why is it called scratch?
I don't know. I should.
Do you scratch? Hey, go to Google. Let's figure this out.
I'm gonna find something really quick.
Do you want me to go to Google?
No, I can do it.
Okay. So as you go to Google and find out if we can find out why scratch is called scratch, I think it's because you have to scratch yourself when you eat your food. Nobody should say that ever. Oh, don't you love my jokes?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Do you want me to get to my highlight of the week?
Oh,
did you find out?
Yeah, I found it. Okay,
Go.
so it's Scratch on Lake, which is Lake in Harlem.
In Oak Park, Illinois.
It is American.
By the way, they don't pay for us to promote them, so maybe they should sponsor, but okay, go on.
Yeah. It is a dine-in, takeout, and delivery. The food was really good.
That's not what I was asking. Why is it called scratch? It's the one question our listeners will probably be.
I think it's because it's
emailing in.
from my perspective. I think scratch is more like handmade food. I think that's why they call it scratch.
Oh,
yeah. So
that makes
a lot more sense.
That makes a lot of sense. It's made from scratch.
Mm-hmm.
So why was I saying you scratch yourself? That makes a lot more sense. It's made from scratch.
Yes.
Okay. Honestly, if they listen to us and hear me say that, there's probably not a chance they're going to want to sponsor, but okay. They'll sponsor because of the joke is funny. Okay. Let's go on. My highlight of the week was a week ago, last Saturday. I took part with a whole bunch of other fellow Special Olympics athletes from across the nation. We took part in the virtual stands. Virtual of the NBA virtuals. We were fans in the virtual stands of an NBA game. The first time. I think. Sorry, spilling my. What the? Getting soaked in sparkling water. It's just water, right?
Yeah, it's just.
I mean, it's water with some other
lemon
stuff. Okay. With that being said, I wish I wouldn't spill myself. Okay. I might have to change my shirt. That's okay, right?
It's okay.
You like that, right? When I change my shirt?
Yes.
Okay. This episode's going in a whole different direction. Anyways, so the game was the Portland Blazers versus the Miami. I know this. The Miami. What's Miami's team? Can we Google this? Hold on. Hey, Siri, what is the Miami NBA team?
Miami Heat. I think.
I don't. You said it at the same time. No, I thought it wasn't the Heat. No, hold on. That's not what that wasn't like. In let's try this again.
The basketball team?
Yeah.
Miami
In
Heat.
NBA, Miami team is what? Peace. No, that's totally not it. What was it? What was it even Miami?
Miami Heat.
No, it's not what it was.
Well, it says on my phone.
No, that's not the team that the Portland Blazers. Hold on. NBA Portland Blazers versus what team? No, that's not totally. That's not. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyways, it was anyway. The Portland Blazers played the Miami something team, NBA, and so we had a. So I took part in this virtual stands. It was on Microsoft Teams, so we could watch the game on one side, and we were in the virtual stands on the right hand side of the screen, right? And then what the players saw was they had like a big screen all around the basketball court. You know, it was all these virtual stands. So we were in Louds, physically there, and it was pretty awesome. So RJ Kneeling is writing a story on SpecialOlympics.org, and we will share a link. Just follow Special Chronicles on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook, and we will put a link up when that goes live. So yeah, that's my highlight of the week. So babe, this is so much easier to hold the mic a phone. Why do I keep hearing like voices?
I don't hear any voices.
By the way, when we watched in your house, I did hear a voice. It was your dad. Yes. By the way, folks, Georgia said her parents were biking until 10 p.m. Clearly, they were home.
Yeah, well, I did not know that they were still at home.
Who bikes until 10 p.m. at night? That's what I want to know. I'm not making fun. I'm just saying, who bikes until 10 p.m. at night?
I don't know. That was a joke.
Apparently, you want your parents to bike until 10 p.m. at night.
Yeah.
And then it'll just be us.
Well,
having fun.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be awesome? It was just us. Speaking would be fun. That's a good transition to segment 3. Let's just jump ahead. Okay. And then we'll come back to segment 2. Can we do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Oh no! Well, that'd be a little teaser to our future plans of us hanging out all night until the morning, right? Should we not be saying that sometime? We'll talk about it in the future plans.
Yes.
We're going to review one of the shows on the Special Chronicles podcast network, and that show is
the United at Work show.
The Unified at Work. Okay, honestly, folks, this is actually the Unified at Work is a original series that's a part of the Special Chronicles show, but I'm kind of rebranding it to we're kind of gonna. Yes, the Unified at Work show is a part of the Special Chronicles show, but it's going to be in its own separate feed, so people can listen to just those episodes without all the other Special Chronicles show episodes, right? And so that's my kind of my goal. And so the final 6 episodes, well, okay, I have to say the final 5. Okay, part 5 of that show is going to be. I'm going to backdate that because that's going to be a big name guest. I'm going to backdate that to like March, April. I'm going to backdate that to April, just because of like the way the episode sequences. And so the final 6, waiting the final 5 episodes are going to be going live in October 2020. I still have to book the guests. We still have a lot of production to do, but that's my plan. Is the final 6 episodes, the final 5 episodes, will be going live in October 2020. The reason why is because October is National Disability Employment Awareness Month. It's also at the end of October, we'll celebrate our 1-year work anniversary at United Airlines in global partnership with Special Olympics. So the Unified at Work show is extraordinary conversations. We share behind the scenes stories and exclusive audio documentaries about those 4 of us Special Olympics athletes from around the entire globe that work at United Airlines. So it's the global partnership between United Airlines and Special Olympics. And so we go behind the scenes and share with you these real life, this groundbreaking full-time jobs program with part-time hours. And we go and we share these behind the scenes stories, these exclusive audio documentaries, and these extraordinary conversations. And it's groundbreaking. And so we talk about it. And what better to talk about it on a groundbreaking podcast network, such as SpecialChronicles.com. So we're the first digital media organization and first podcast network to get the story and news out there. That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool.
So people can go to SpecialChronicles.com and click on the Unified at Work panel. Or if you want the direct link, you can go to SpecialChronicles.com/Unified at Work. The link will be in the show notes for this Daniel and Georgia Show episode. So go listen, you guys. You can listen to part 1. You can listen to my story, my journey coming to United. Part 2, listen to our friend Lauren's journey coming to United. Part 3, listen to Z's journey. And part 4, listen to Kyle's journey coming to United. So stay tuned. Yes. By the time we celebrate our 1-year anniversary, October 28th, our goal is to have 10 episodes, season 1. So there. That's the plug. Now let's get back into talking about season 3. But before we talk about season 3, segment 3. This is, you are listening to the season 3 finale. We're back in the Back Porch studio again. Before we get to our future plans and talking about live listener phone call, we're gonna get to all of that, right? Right here on the Daniel and Georgia Show. But first, we're gonna go ahead and take a short break. You are listening to
the Daniel and Georgia Show.
Right here on SpecialChronicles.com. So we'll be back. Don't go away. We'll be right back after a message from our sponsor.
Hi, my name is Lisa Noble, and I'm a ComEd Energy Force Ambassador and an athlete with Special Olympics Illinois.
Hi, my name is Daniel Spakowski, and I also am a ComEd Energy Force Ambassador and founder of a company called Special Chronicles.
The ComEd Energy Force program is a program that hires people with disabilities to teach the public how to save energy and money.
It's the country's first energy efficiency program of its kind.
Saving energy is especially important while everyone is at home due to COVID-19. We're using more electricity than ever before. Just think about how many more times you are opening the refrigerator door these days.
And while the economy is stressed, it's more critical than ever to save money where we can. Following these tips can save energy and money in this time of COVID-19.
Wash your clothes in cold water and use the dryer sparingly.
Your dryer can take up to 7 times more energy than the washer.
Turn off and unplug any electrical devices or power strips you are not using.
Electrical devices can continue to zap power even when turned off if they're still plugged in. We call them vampire devices.
Use LED bulbs.
They use 25% less energy than incandescent bulbs and last up to 25 times longer, saving you lots of money over time.
Keep your refrigerator between 35 and 38 degrees.
And be sure to use Energy Star appliances.
And last but not least, check out ComEd.com/home savings for more tips and rebates.
Lisa and I would like to thank you for taking the time to listen to us today.
Remember, we are all in this together.
Stay healthy.
And stay safe.
Bye. Support for Special Chronicles is brought to you by listeners like you. Please support this podcast at specialchronicles.com/give. That's specialchronicles.com/give. And support for Special Chronicles is also made possible thanks to a grant from the ComEd Energy Force Program, the country's first energy efficiency education program designed for and taught by people with disabilities. ComEd is really empowering lives, empowering us to keep the lights on, keep all this plugged in so you can hear these amazing stories. You can literally, ComEd is helping us to actually give a voice because they're not only powering lives, but they're powering to make all this possible. So you can learn more about how ComEd is powering lives at specialchronicles.com/ComEd. That's specialchronicles.com/ComEd. And we thank ComEd for the generous support of Special Chronicles.
We're not just athletes.
We are the ambassadors of an uprising.
Peaceful protesters.
In a rebellion against anyone
who has a fear of difference.
Difference.
Our demands are
Equality.
Dignity.
And the recognition of our
Shared humanity. We will not stop.
or accept anything less.
Today, our world is
More divided than ever.
And coming together has never been more urgent.
The revolution.
is inclusion.
Find out more at jointherevolution.org.
You are listening to the Daniel and Georgia Show. My name is Daniel from SpecialChronicles.com.
And my name is Georgia. I'm his cutest true love and the chief inspirational officer.
At Special Chronicles. Awesome. Good. So we're back. We hope that you guys all enjoyed that little sponsor break. And as we get to talking about our future plans, and then we'll call a listener that we were going to try calling a few weeks ago, but we didn't kind of. Anyways. And I don't feel like changing the overlay thing on the video screen. What are you doing?
Put my feet up.
You want to put your feet up on mine?
Fine like this.
No, I mean, like, you can put your feet up on mine, right? There you go.
I'm fine like this.
There you go. Yeah. See, this is the way to do the show. Okay. We didn't do a little Instagram thing before the show. We'll do the after show briefly. With that, future plans, and we're gonna try to keep this short. By the way,
Yes.
if you guys wonder who makes a season 3 finale a short episode, well, we're trying to kind of move things along. So,
Yeah.
future plans.
Well, I think we should tell them where we're going.
Where we're going.
Yeah, like the fact that we're going to Oakland, California.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
Probably next year.
in the next year or so, we are going to Oakland, California to visit
One of my former teachers,
one of Dan's former
who
teachers.
was also the graphic designer behind the logo and business card of Special Chronicles.
And I never been to Oakland. So
Me though. Or San Francisco.
Well, I've been to San Francisco, so
Well, I've never been to San Francisco.
I can give you a tour since I've been everywhere.
I think Tyler can give us a tour too. Well,
Yeah.
both of you will. Okay. Anyways,
Yeah.
both of you will give me a tour. Okay. And coast to coast.
And so this year we're doing a coast to coast.
No. What are you talking about? I was talking about we're also going to be traveling to DC.
And we're also going to DC to visit my sister and her fiance Sam Rosenthal.
But what were you going to say?
Well, I was about to say that you and I had never traveled
Coast to coast.
together.
We have never traveled together.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say.
But that's going to change when it's safe to travel.
Yes.
And we'll bring you along with us. You guys will, if you follow at Daniel and Georgia and just follow Special Chronicles, we'll bring you along. We'll bring you some vlogs, video blogs. Look.
Yes.
A vlog.
Sorry.
A vlog.
Yeah. Dan and I will be doing video blogs, probably on Instagram or something
And
like that.
we'll probably do a Daniel and Georgia show live from Oakland, live from DC, our nation's capital.
Yes, and maybe we could interview your former teacher.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah. An episode of the Daniel and Georgia show. Good. Cool. And what about other future plans? Us together. You know,
Oh,
together.
I feel so embarrassed talking about it.
I'm not formally asking you on air yet.
Okay, well,
Actually, we could actually do that.
okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and say it then.
And by the way, folks, those playing on at home, we know you all listen to us. I'm not actually asking you anything yet. So let's just clear the wind.
Yes.
Let's clear the room, and I'm not.
2 to 3 years from now, Dan and I will be getting married.
We will. Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes, because this year is gonna be a little bit different.
Wait, hold on. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. No, I know we're talking about future plans. Oh, wait. Now our listeners are going to expect that to happen, right? Our listeners are going to be tuning in every week to find out, okay, how are the plans going? Are you guys that much closer?
We are almost there, but right now we're just dating right now.
Well, no, I mean that's kind of obvious, but like, no, I'm okay. I mean, well, we are taking it slow,
nice, easy, and slow.
But when the day comes, we'll do the whole ceremony thing. Will be live.
So it's
live stream. Like it will be a live on location episode of the Daniel and Georgia show.
Yes.
We're going to be podcasting live on the whole thing. You guys are going to get to it'll be an actually that would be cool, right?
Yeah, but I think we should ask one of our friends to actually interview us while we.
Wouldn't that be so cool? The whole ceremony is going to be just an entire episode of the Daniel and Georgia show.
Yeah, so it's pretty much
So we didn't mention, but this is the 27th episode that we have co-hosted together. So wouldn't it be cool if for the 100th episode that we have co-hosted together, the 100th episode of the Daniel and Georgia show, if it was like our ceremony together and like that, wouldn't it be a cool way to have a 100th episode?
Yeah, I think it would be really cool.
I'm kind of digging this now.
Yeah. So this in particular.
What happens if it never works out? If it doesn't, if we're not together. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying what happens.
We will always. Actually, there is a song called from one of my favorite movies, and the song is actually "We'll Always Be Together."
We will.
Yes.
Are you sure?
I'm positively sure. I'm not breaking up with you because I would never do that because I love you so much.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure because you're the first. You're the first guy that I've been with since my last one.
And I've never been with anybody else.
Exactly.
Are you okay with that?
I'm completely okay with that.
Cool. Well, on that note, any other future plans? Do you think kids are a possibility in our future? Or should we not be talking about that on air yet?
Can we not talk about that, please?
Yeah, that's fine. We'll talk about it in the future.
Yes.
But maybe, right?
In the future,
maybe
not put that on the air.
Like, yeah, let's not put that on the air like publicly, but let's just say maybe.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe.
Okay, let's move on.
No, okay. Well, okay. Side note, unrelated to that. One might think it's kind of related to that, but not really. Okay. How do you feel about kids in general? Like, not like I'm like it's unrelated to that. Like, just unrelated to the previous statement, unrelated, just overall.
Well, I really love kids a lot because I do have a niece and a nephew, and I don't get to see them that often. But I really love kids. I really love seeing babies at work. So
I think you would make a good mom.
I think I'll be a great mom.
Would I make a good dad?
Yes, you would be.
Cool. We're not. By the way, folks, please do not. You guys can write. You guys can email us in or send us your audio feedback. DanielandGeorgia@SpecialChronicles.com. But we're not like this part of the conversation is still stuff to work on.
Yes,
and I think people understand it. Any other future plans? Us living together? All night together?
We might need to live together.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
Yeah, it'd be really cool. I mean, you would leave LaGrange to live in Oak Park with me because I live in Oak Park.
But wait, why are you saying we have to live in Oak Park?
No, that's no. I said that you need to leave LaGrange to live in Oak Park with me.
Yeah, but why would I live in couldn't I leave LaGrange Park, you leave Oak Park, and like even if we find some place that's not in either of our towns, that could be a possibility, right?
Yeah, but there are apartments here in Oak Park, though.
Yeah, or condos, or a townhouse.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, we can figure that out. Cool. With that, should we move on?
Yeah.
Okay. Before you do, did I tell you that I love you so much? You're so cute.
No.
And attractive?
No, not yet.
No. Cool. Awesome.
Thank you.
Okay. I wish I could cuddle with you all night.
Same here.
Okay. So we move on?
Yeah.
Who are we calling now?
Okay, so for segment 4, we're going to do our live listeners. And we are going to call one of my favorite coworkers. Her name is Moji Katz. That is Katz.
And do you want to give us some more? Do you want to give us some more? Should I FaceTime her?
Sure.
Do you want to give us some more like background on her?
Sure. She has a daughter, and she's a senior at OPUF.
Her daughter is?
Yeah, her daughter. Her name is Lillian.
Wait, can you move up a little bit? Yeah, there we go. Okay, keep talking about her.
And her dog falls in love with me. Her dog is...
Hi.
Hey, Moji, you are...
Let me get you on speaker. I don't know why I can't hear you. Hold on.
You are live.
Hi.
You are live.
What's going on?
You are live on the Daniel and Georgia show.
I'm live. Oh, my gosh. This is so exciting.
People can only hear you. They can't see you. Only we can see you. So let me try
Hold
to...
on, you guys. I want to go over here with a little quieter here. Oh, you froze. There we go.
Hi, Moji.
How's everybody?
You froze again. Can you see us, Moji? This is perfect radio, by the way. This is perfect radio. Can you see us?
Hi, Porch. How are you?
Hi. I just saw you hours ago.
Do I not have a good connection?
Yeah, you don't have a good connection.
You guys.
You don't have a good connection.
I see you. No, I don't see you. Poor connection, but I hear you.
Okay, you can hear us? Okay, well, as long as you can hear us, that's good. Because our listeners can only hear you. And viewers can only hear you. Crud. I'm going to go add Moji. As you talk to us, I'm gonna add on the video screen because in addition to people listening to the podcast of this, they can also watch it on YouTube or Facebook on Special Chronicles or Daniel and Georgia pages. Oh, Let's try calling her again.
Okay.
By the way, you guys, we had a little phone connection issue. The phone connection was a little bit spotty.
Hi, this is Margie Cat. You've reached my phone.
Yes, we know it's Margie Cat. Let's try again. Let's try again. We're trying to call her again. We're trying again. Dialing music, please. Dialing music, please. Dot, dot. Oh, we need some dialing music.
I didn't know that you
There we go. That's some dialing music.
on me. How did I never see all that we could be? High time we turn the page.
Why is she not picking up?
I don't know. I mean,
Finished recording. You may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Margie, this is Daniel.
and Georgia.
And we are live, still live on the Daniel and Georgia show. We're trying to see if you can pick up. So we'll try again. Maybe the connection's not good. Let's try. I'm just calling her as in phone.
Yeah. No.
Hello?
Hey, Margie.
Hi, Daniel. How are you?
You're still, and Georgia's here. You're still live on the Daniel and Georgia show.
Oh, I love it. Thank you for having me.
So I'm going to go ahead and I need to on the little, because in addition, people listening to this on the podcast, right? On any podcast app, or specialchronicles.com/Daniel and Georgia show. But they can also watch this on YouTube or Facebook watch on Daniel and Georgia channel, Special Chronicles channel. And so I'm gonna add a little banner on the screen that says we're on the phone with you.
Oh, great.
So people,
yeah, that's great.
So people watch and know. I mean, the podcast people already know. The listeners already know that you are on the phone. But I'm going to put it on the screen so if people are watching the video, they know who we're talking to. So with that, why don't you introduce yourself to all awesome Daniel and Georgia show listeners?
All right. Well, hi, everybody. I am Margie, and I have the wonderful pleasure of working at Trader Joe's with Georgia. And I met Georgia about 4 years ago at work, and we immediately struck up a wonderful friendship. And I am just so glad that I crossed paths with her because she's amazing, and we have so much fun when we're together. I love going into work and then finding out that we're teamed up together for certain hours or certain tasks, and we love it. And we spend time outside of work too, which is also great. And that's how I know Georgia. And then Georgia introduced me to Daniel a couple times. I met him also, and that's who I am.
We met. Take a look at that.
It's a store. Yes, I was introduced to you. You came in. I think you were with.
Oh, Dad.
Yep.
Glenn.
You were with your dad. Yep.
With Georgia's dad.
With Georgia's dad, and I met you. Yep. And of course, I feel like I know you because Georgia and I we do talk a lot while we're working together. And
you know me because you also listen to every week of the Daniel and Georgia show, right?
Right. I mean, I'm a fan. What can I say?
Whoops. Sorry. You know, I just knocked over the mic stand, but Georgia and I are actually doing something a little bit differently, where we're actually holding the mics because I don't know. It's so hold on.
It's a lot comfortable.
I'm gonna tell babe, can you just move the camera angle down a little bit? Sorry, Margie. We all
that's okay.
We're trying to adjust the camera angle. So hold on. I probably could get up, but like the bottom of my foot is kind of holding a little bit. So
no problem.
Yeah, move it over a little bit. Yeah, that's good. Now move it down a little bit. No, the camera at the top. The screen, yeah. This is good radio. Down a little bit. Yeah, that's good. Good enough. Okay, cool. I think that's good.
Cool.
Okay, so with that, this is our podcast listeners are probably wondering, why are they adjusting the screen? We'll just listen to you. Okay. So Margie, we try to ask all live listeners. The final segment is always live listener phone call. And first, we were surprising people, but we're trying to tell people in advance. And so I think Georgia texted you, and we were trying to call you on the air a few weeks ago. You didn't answer. You were in New York City. You didn't answer. And so we called. I think we called what?
We called Brian Mikowski.
Yes. Yeah, he told me.
Yes. So, and when I'm not looking at Margie, when I'm not looking at Special Chronicles, because as you know, Special Chronicles is not just one show, but it's a whole podcast network. So think of National Public Radio, but Special Chronicles is that, but for those of us with disabilities. So when I'm not producing podcasts and blogs and columns and by the way, it's award-winning podcasts and columns and blogs and stuff, and self-advocacy and all that. Let me just stop saying that. Okay. Anyways, when I'm not doing all that, I'm looking at United Airlines. So I'm one of 4 Special Olympics athletes that are in partnership with Special Olympics, global partnership with Special Olympics. It's a full-time jobs program, full-time benefits, full-time everything, and like full-time travel benefits, full-time benefits, and then part-time hours. So we had a few people on from United. In addition to, we have a Unified at Work podcast series where we talk about extraordinary conversations and behind-the-scenes stories and exclusive audio documentaries of our journeys to United. So by the end of October, which is National Disability Employment Awareness Month, we'll celebrate 1 year of looking at United Airlines. And so we're going to have the final episodes of the Unified at Work show will be there.
Cool.
So with that, why don't we go ahead and just have a fun improv conversation with you.
Yeah, I would love it.
And talk about, and Georgia can ask you a question too, and Wade more make this conversation. So we're just kind of throw a bunch of topics at you, and then you can kind of run with it. So what do you like? Or let me just start off and say, how is Trader Joe's an inclusive place to work?
Wow. Well, I think that, first of all, we don't really set limits on anybody, and especially people that are disabled or differently abled. Like, to me, it's just amazing how, for example, Georgia takes all these tasks, whether it's working the frozen or the register, and she's amazing. And she just goes with gusto and like wants to learn how to do it to the best. And just, there's nothing that she can't do. And we, with our other folks that work with us, we really try to teach them new skills and build on wherever they're at. We take them where they're at, we meet them there, and then see the sky's the limit, you know? And I love it. And I love watching Georgia in action, whether it is on the register or even frozen. I mean, we rocked it out the other day. Remember, Georgia, we were in the freezer doing pulls and our jackets, and we went through and we worked so much product. And, you know, it's really amazing. She's incredible. So I think they're very inclusive. They just always try to let people feel good about what they're doing and allow them to be able to do it.
She is incredible and cute. Let me add that on there. And so maybe one day Trader Joe's can become a sponsor of this show. Of Special Chronicles.
Say it again, Daniel.
Do you think Trader Joe's can become a sponsor of Special Chronicles?
Oh, I mean, I would love to see that happen, but I'm not the person to talk to. But
no, I know.
I mean, you know, it'd be great. But I know that, and not just our store, a lot of other stores are very involved in making sure that people of all abilities work at Trader Joe's.
Yeah. And do you know that Trader Joe's has a podcast?
We do have a podcast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
So, yeah. So let's see, Georgia, do you have another topic you want to throw at Margie? By the way, folks, we are on the phone with Margie Katz, crew member at Trader Joe's Oak Park, Illinois store.
Woohoo!
So Margie, I just want to know, what is your favorite food at Trader Joe's?
Oh my gosh. So people ask that all the time. Like, what's your favorite?
Yeah.
So I'm going to take it a couple sections and tell you. I mean, because you can't really, it's hard to pick just one.
Mm-hmm.
But in the frozen section, my favorite product is the soy creamy chocolate chip cherry ice cream.
Ooh.
It's amazing.
I feel like we should be eating that right now.
It's so good. Yeah, you should be. It's really, really good.
Well, oh yeah, you're gonna go on.
But so that's the frozen. I mean, but then if you say snack, my favorite snack, there's two right now. One is the Inca corn. I love them. They're big, fluffy, crunchy, salty corn nuggets. They're amazing. And I also like the jerk season plantain chips. They're very, very delicious. A little spicy, crunchy, really, really good.
Awesome.
I mean, I could go section by section, but and we would all be bored. But people always say, "What's your favorite?" And it's like hard. And when we ring, and Georgia can definitely speak to this, like we'll be ringing up a customer's order. It's like, "Oh my gosh, I love these," and then a couple items, like, "Oh my God, these are my favorites." And it's kind of amazing that we're not all, really, really 600 pounds, because we're foodies. We love food, and we love to talk to people about food, and it's exciting when new products come, and I don't know, we have a lot of favorites.
Yeah, well, after when we are done after this last segment, and we do our closing stuff and reminding people to subscribe and rate and review this show, because that's what you do when you have a podcast, right? You remind people to subscribe, rate, and review and follow this.
Of course.
Which everybody should totally go do.
They totally should. I can put a link on my Instagram and my Facebook too.
Oh, definitely. And when you do, tag at Special Chronicles and tag at Daniel and Georgia.
Okay. I can do that.
And so after when we're done, Georgia is going to make me. So on Georgia's Kitchen Show latest episode, I
made a black bean and cheesy pasta
from Trader Joe's, and so she's gonna make me that.
Oh, nice.
Honestly, I'm not a good cook, and so that's why. Okay, that's not the reason why I'm with her, but like, let's just say.
But it certainly is a perk.
It is a perk.
Let's say it's a perk. It's nice to have a girlfriend that cooks for you.
Yeah, so that's what.
She's great.
Yeah, she has a college certificate with culinary and bakery. So.
I know. I'm so proud of her with her recent graduation. It made me so happy to see her accomplish her goal. Georgia, you're pretty awesome, and I think the sky's the limit for you for everything. You just show such determination. You don't quit till you get things done. You don't like to do anything halfway. You got to do it the full way. You're an incredible role model.
Pretty attractive too.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so let me switch it over to have Georgia throw a few topics at you.
All right, I've got two more questions for Emoji. Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Why do you want to work at Trader Joe's?
For the free food. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No. It's funny because people do ask me, like, why do you work at Trader Joe's? I love to be out and about and have something to do. It keeps me physically active. It keeps me current. I love all the crew members of varying ages. I'm constantly learning from people there, and it's fun. It's a fun environment, and if I had to be out doing something, I like being there. I like our community. I like when you're in the store and all the regulars come in and they ask you, "How you doing, Marty? How's it going? How's your kids? It's really nice to work in an environment like that, and keeps me busy, keeps me out of trouble.
Awesome. Oh,
yeah.
Boy, that's totally not working. Hey, sorry. This camera. Here's the thing, Margie. We kind of changed the camera angle up, and it was like, and we even like changed the seats that we usually sit in, and so like we did that because Georgia was like, there's no way to plug in your phone where there was, and I was like, yes. Do you have a extension code? And you're like, no, we don't, but. There obviously is.
I didn't see where the extension code was.
So I don't. So Margie, long story short, sometime when we're both living together, we'll have the podcast and stuff set up in one room, and then all we have to do is just walk into the room,
right, and you can just start broadcasting
and stop broadcasting. Yeah, it'll be so much easier than like, yeah. I mean, this works. Don't get me wrong, but like, so,
yeah.
So. Do you have another question? Topic.
Okay. So, Margie, are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. In your section in Haba, what is your favorite item?
Haba? What's Haba?
Oh,
Haba and household. Margie is the best section leader I know in that section.
Wait. What's Haba?
Haba is like, here, Margie, can you tell Daniel?
Yeah. Haba stands for household and beauty aids. Or like health and beauty aids.
It's such a fun name to say. Haba.
Yeah. Haba. That's right. That's great. So it's a fun section, and it's become a lot more important lately because of the pandemic. People want to do one-stop shopping. They want to get their paper towel and their toilet tissue, and so it's been really fun. And right now, Georgia, my favorite product is the shampoo bar. It looks like a bar of soap, but it's shampoo, and it's made with peppermint and tea tree oil, and it is a no plastic packaging, and it has no parabens, and it's amazing. It's a bar for your hair. It's great. Yeah.
So, if you don't have a lot of hair, can you still use it?
If you don't have one, can you still use it? We're getting them back in stock.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. It's really great. And yes, you can. If you don't have any hair, you can still use. My husband's on. He has very little. He kind of shaves his head and lost most of it. But yeah, and he likes it because it energizes the scalp, the tea tree oil and stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I actually tried it for the first time, and it has a nice bounce to it.
Yeah. Did you take the sample for crew sample? You took that home?
I took it home, and I went to the shower, and I actually put it on, and it was really good.
Good! It lathers so much; it gets very.
That's why you smell so.
I like.
That's why you smell so good.
Yeah, thank you.
So, random question for you. Can you tell us a little bit about employee discounts / like as it relates to like family or like people that an employee is with?
Oh, well, it's my understanding that it's people in your household, like, you're like my kids, like my daughter, clearly she's a minor, and if she goes in shopping, she says, oh, my mom is Margie, and she's extended the discount because let's face it, I'm paying.
Yeah. So yeah, and so like when George and I live together, then in the future, then that would apply to us.
Yeah.
Then you will have my discount.
Cool. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, question that I was listening to the Abu Dhabi Daily Show, and Margie, if you want to know what that is, just go to SpecialOlympics.org, and you can do a search for Abu Dhabi Daily Show. And that's it's a video podcast that a couple of us SSI GMs did when we were at World Games in 2019 in March in Abu Dhabi. And so, you can talk to people like...
That's cool. You went to Abu Dhabi?
Yeah,
That's cool.
Yeah, it's an international global messenger. And there's only 10 of us athlete leaders that are international global messengers. Southern Tribal International Global Messengers. So on the Abu Dhabi Daily Show, let's try saying that 10 times fast. On the Abu Dhabi Daily Show, I'm going to talk to people like Apollo Ono, Mark Shriver, a bunch of other people. And
I love Apollo Ono. I love him.
So I'm going to actually be talking with Apollo Ono for the second time. Let me say that again. I'm going to be talking to Apollo Ono for the second time tomorrow. The first time was...
Oh my God, you have to tell him I love him.
So
Great.
The first time was when we were in Abu Dhabi. Not only did I hang out on the back of the bus coming back from a 7-star hotel back to our Ritz-Carlton hotel. I was hanging out with Apollo on the back of the bus, and then a couple of days later, having lunch with him and a bunch of other celebrities.
Oh, great!
I had lunch with Apollo and his dad, like across the table from me, Apollo Ono.
Oh my God!
And
that's neat.
Not only did I interview him for the Abu Dhabi Daily Show on SpecialOlympics.org, not only did I interview him, but he also had a personal skating lesson from Apollo Ono.
Oh my gosh, neat!
So
that is so cool.
And then I've got a fun little story. I didn't get a picture with Michelle Kwan, but I did have a fun story. I wish I'd taken a picture with her, but I didn't. Instead, I can just say I bumped into Michelle Kwan in the elevator of our hotel.
Oh, neat. She's cute.
So yeah.
And a great athlete.
Yeah. So with that question that I always end the Abu Dhabi Daily Show with is, what does inclusion mean to you? So we're going to ask you, what does inclusion mean to you?
Inclusion means not setting any limits on anyone and letting people just flourish and grow and develop and contribute to our society.
Behind me?
That's what it means.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yep. And you know what, Daniel? Related to it runs in my family. Like we're very passionate about inclusion, and my daughter is going to be the president of the Best Buddies Club this year at Oak Park and River Forest High School.
Awesome.
Yeah, I know, right? Woohoo!
Yeah, we were both involved in Best Buddies in high school. I was.
It's wonderful.
Yeah,
Georgia was.
Yeah,
and I was.
Yeah, I was actually one of the best buddies of the month, actually.
And I was the communications director of our Best Buddies Club.
Well, that makes sense. Communications director. I'm not surprised. It's great. You were probably awesome.
Yeah.
But it's really important that people understand we should never set limits. We don't know what anyone's capable of, and giving them the tools that they need to succeed is an amazing thing. And we're all different. We're all just people, really, and we have different skill sets. That's it. And we need to be inclusive of everybody.
Awesome.
Everybody.
Awesome.
Yep.
So I think the quote that we'll have to find a way to put up for this episode is, "Don't set limits." That's the quote for this episode.
Yep.
With that, kind of final question, it comes from both of us, right? Question/topic is, Margie, talk about the impact of the Special Chronicles podcast network and the Daniel and Georgia show. So, as you know, Special Chronicles, we have a bunch of different shows on our podcast network. So talk about the impact of the Special Chronicles podcast network and the impact of the Daniel and Georgia show. So if you kind of want to break that up into two separate answers.
Well, I mean, all this stuff that you guys do individually and together is really important. It's just important to have discussions about careers and opportunities and growth and development for all people. And I love how you, in everything you do, both of you, in everything you do, you are a spokesperson. One of the things, when I first met Georgia, and she told me that she was a twin, and she goes, but I'm special. I said, really? She goes, yeah. She goes, I was born with Down syndrome. I'm special. And I said, Georgia, you are special no matter what. You are special. But I love that. And I love that you continue to be a voice for people of different abilities. And it's just important that people have a better understanding. I think we don't know what we don't know. And people walk around, ignorant. Maybe they don't understand, or they're afraid, or they don't want, you have a platform where people can ask questions, say, what does this feel like? Georgia and I have discussed so many different things through work, through various things that happen to us. We've had deep conversations about how it feels when customers or people say things that, might be hurtful, but maybe they're having a bad day. Okay. Maybe they're having a bad day, but we can talk to each other about how we're feeling. And it's just important to ask questions. And Special Chronicles, Daniel and Georgia Show, these are all methods of communication that allow for information exchange where people can have a better understanding of what it means to be your best person. And I love that. I love that.
I want to say something really nice about you, Emoji.
Okay.
The first time that I met you, you were this amazing person, and I didn't know that your daughter was in high school, and I actually got to know her a little bit. She's like one of my good friends to hang out with. I also like the fact that you have a dog that falls in love with a lot of people. And the first time that I met Reggie, he's not a biter. He doesn't do that to me. What I love the most of Reggie and you together, you two are like two peas in a pod. But when I'm with you and I are the dream team at work. And that's why I wanted to meet you. And you're like my sister a lot.
Oh, we are the dream team, Georgia. We are. And I love every time Georgia and I start a shift or a task together. Georgia's the one who always says, so how are you? How's Reggie? And she goes through every person in my family and asks me how they are. And it's really nice. And she just genuinely wants to know. And it's just become such an important friendship in my life. And I love it too. And I'll have you as a sister any day, Georgia.
Yeah.
And I wanted to briefly follow up, Margie, on something you said. People were using these communication methods, these platforms, and Special Chronicles, Daniel and Georgia Show, to help people that don't understand. And that's really one of the reasons why since November 2008. So we're coming up on 12 years since I've been doing all this. And I created it as a way, because people are doing a lot of like TV interviews and stuff, TV and newspaper interviews, like people always ask me, why did you start this? And that's what you said about people don't understand. And I already created this platform and this podcast network and the shows as a way to create to help people have more understanding.
You were going to say like so they don't have misinformation, so they have the right information.
Yeah, so they don't have and so they don't have misunderstanding, because like a lot of times I don't like the word disability, and so like a lot of times people don't understand the challenges that I have. People don't understand the challenges that both Georgia and me have, and that our friends have. Our friends that can compete in Special Olympics, our friends that have special abilities like us. And so I created this platform, these communication methods, this platform to really help people to have more understanding. And I'm in the process of co-authoring a book called the Special Chronicles book that really kind of the one in theme. I'm co-authoring, so with one of my former teachers from high school, and one the one in theme of the book is this concept that's called full circle inclusion. And you can go onto specialchronicles.com and just do a search for full circle inclusion, and you can watch this little 1-2 minute video about it where we define it. But basically, just to kind of summarize it what we mean by this concept of full circle inclusion is that we have the right and ability to make dreams come true. And that's going to be the one in theme throughout the whole of this Special Chronicles book. And I need to call up one of my former journalism professors, because I don't know if you know, but I have a bachelor's degree in journalism from Roosevelt University in Chicago. And so I'm going to try to call up one of my former professors, John W. Fountain. He is African-American. He has a weekly column Sundays in the Chicago Sun-Times. And so I really hope that maybe he can kind of bring like a racial diversity kind of piece to this whole, to this Special Chronicles book. So it's going to kind of, in a way, we're kind of going beyond just a book about disability. It's kind of go it's gonna so like my whole idea for this book was ready to chronicle like the past 12 years of Special Chronicles, and so it's gonna, the book is gonna kind of do that while also highlighting 10 of my best award-winning columns, but then also the one in theme throughout the book is this whole idea of full circle inclusion. So it's going to kind of be somewhat like of a guide book that we hope that anybody will be open to reading, but also we hope that a lot of young families will be able to read this book and use this to help to educate not just their young kids with special needs, but also anybody. So we're not totally showing the whole marketing of the book, but we just hope that and we're gonna have all the proceeds will go to Special Chronicles, and then Special Chronicles will pay me and my co-author, but because we figured the proceeds are just gonna go to Special Chronicles, so but details we will post it soon. specialchronicles.com/book is where we will probably
sounds incredible.
We'll put like the top of the website how you have the menu. We'll put a link at the top of the
tab.
Yeah, we'll put a tab at the top that says book. Once the manuscript is actually completed, which I would like to publish it in November 2020, but we still got a little bit left to finish writing the book, but and
that's okay. Maybe 2021 would be a better year anyway to publish it.
Yeah, maybe.
I think we all want to forget about 2020 a little bit, but it sounds great, Daniel.
Yeah.
It really sounds wonderful, and I'm sure your professor would love to do that. Because and it's great connection.
Yeah, and I feel like this last question really should have been the first question, but. So this artist that I interviewed, this Christian artist, single songwriter that I interviewed a couple weeks ago, Matthew West. He's originally from Downers Grove, Illinois, but now he lives in Nashville. And I don't know if you've heard of Matthew West, but I interviewed him, and he wrote this song called "Quarantine Life," and it's a good, catchy song. Even the theme song for his new podcast is pretty catchy too. But so he has a song called "Quarantine Life." He has another song called "Walking Miracles" that is awesome. That's the reason why I interviewed him, is for this one song they wrote called "Walking Miracles." But anyways, he has a song called "Quarantine Life," and it's all about what everybody is doing, living the quarantine life. So that's what we're going to ask you is, how are you living the quarantine life? Besides being an essential worker, because like you, Georgia, me, by working at United Airlines, we are all essential workers. So besides being an essential worker, how else are you living the quarantine life?
Well, I've really kind of stepped back, and I've done a lot of little things around the house, organizational projects and things like that. But I've really been trying to have better conversations with my family and my friends, whether it's, in person or on FaceTime, and just really
Zoom.
Trying to rekindle a lot of relationships too, and reach out to people that I know might be lonely but when I'm not working, there's really nowhere for me to go. On occasion I might go if I need something at the hardware store, but I'm really trying the best to enjoy this time, and doing a lot of home projects, a lot of cooking, a lot of baking, which is sort of showing up on my body. But I'm just trying to organize what I can physically around my house, and try to be safe. Try to just be safe and support my friends and family the best I know how. But it's a little bit boring. There's not too much to do, but that's why I do love my job. It's give me something to do. I get out, and I never for a minute doubted going. I love to be there, even when things were really scary. But it just sort of allowed me to take a step back and really be present with the people that I'm talking to or being with. So
awesome.
That's my quarantine life. Yeah.
Awesome.
I have one more question before we wrap. Before
we have one final question. So, Margie, we're going to ask you together And that is can you let's Margie, sorry. We will, as you were talking, we muted our mics, and so we were talking to Should we not be saying that? Sometimes we do that, Margie, was when we have a guest on, like we'll mute our mics so we can talk, but anyways. So here we go, Margie. Final question for you.
Okay, final question for you.
Can you describe the Daniel and Georgia show in one word?
Wow. I would say fantastic.
Awesome.
That's my one word. Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Thank you, Margie.
You know what you should do, Margie, and don't just do this in one word, but so we still have to get the Daniel and Georgia show on like Apple Podcasts and stuff on the phone, but just can you go to do you have an iPhone or?
I do, yeah.
Okay, so can you any chance you can like pull up your iPhone right now?
Yeah, hold on while I get my readers. I'm of a certain age. Let's see. All right, I got them. Hold on.
You're not that old.
I can put you. I'm not that old, but yep. All right, you're on. Okay, I put the phone on speaker. Tell me what to do.
Okay, so you see the little purple Apple Podcasts app? It says podcast.
I know it's on here.
Podcast.
Oh, I know what I could. Oh my God, I feel like I'm my mom right now. Podcast.
Okay. Now I'm assuming first, are you subscribed to Special Chronicles show?
Wait, where's my podcast? Hold on. I have to do this. Yeah, pod.
And by the way, all you listening at home, you can do this too.
Yeah, everybody do it at home while I'm doing it. I'm going to search
Special Chronicles. Surprised you're not already subscribed.
I know. I thought I was.
And we still have to get the Daniel and Georgia show like as a separate podcast feed. So we still have to work on that behind the scenes, but we'll Special Chronicles. Let us spell that for you and all the listeners. That is SCP.
David, I see you. There's your picture. You're so cute. There you are. All right. I just clicked on it. Subscribe.
Okay, good. And all the listeners should do that too. Okay. And so right now the Daniel and Georgia show is kind of included in that feed, but Margie and all of our listeners, we're going to separate that out because it's really two different shows. So eventually I'm going to separate it out, and then you're going to have to go subscribe to a whole different show. But
okay.
In the meantime, scroll down and you'll see reviews.
Yeah.
Now we did it. I did have to like a few years ago, like change the RSS feed, and so like we had to like kind of stuff from scratch when it comes to podcast reviews. But the first review in this feed is from myself, which is kind of dumb. I probably shouldn't be saying that out loud, but whatever. So do you see where it says ratings and reviews?
Yeah.
So go there.
Yeah.
And give it a 5-star rating. I mean, because
yes, of course. I submitted it.
What?
I did.
Okay.
I did it. I submitted.
Well, no, don't submit yet. So 5-star rating, and then go to the actual review. Put a title for the review. Say, I don't know, Special Chronicles and Daniel and Georgia show is awesome. Or whatever you want. Title, and then put the little, then write a review. Then hit submit. Do you want to dictate that title in review?
Yeah.
Do you want to dictate it so our listeners can hear what you're typing?
Okay, is awesome. Okay, I put Special Chronicles and Georgia and Daniel show is awesome. Daniel and Georgia show.
Whatever, same thing.
Yeah.
Honestly, our moms thinks both of our moms think that it should be Georgia and Daniel show, but whatever.
And then I can write my review.
Yeah. you want to tell us what you rated?
These guys are wonderful to talk to and listen to. They have so much to teach us and share with us. You never know. I'm a slow texter. You never know what you might.
We really should get more. We really should get more of our guests to leave us reviews on here.
There it is. So I said, these guys are wonderful to talk to and listen to. They have so much to teach us and to share with us. You never know what you might learn from tuning in. Sound good?
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it might. So now hit submit, and it's going to take a while to actually show up in the show up on the thing. But awesome.
But I submitted it.
Yeah. So it'll show up, and I'll take a screenshot, and we'll share it, and let more people know that they can do. See, wasn't that easy, Margie?
It was so easy. Yeah.
So we hope that all of you listening have been do the same thing as you listen. Go, and if you're not listening to this on Apple Podcasts, then go leave a review on Spotify or iHeartRadio or Stitcher or TuneIn or Google Podcasts, wherever you listen. But Apple Podcasts is probably the best place to listen because I don't know, it's just the best place to listen. So any final thoughts before we? And by the way, Margie, we kind of said this was going to be a half-hour episode, but it's kind of a little longer than we thought. But whatever. Any final thoughts, Margie?
No, I thank you guys for inviting me to be on, and I loved it, and I think that you guys are really, really awesome and fabulous, which is why and fantastic and everything. I love it.
It's awesome. Well, thanks for calling in.
Yep.
Oh, I should say thanks for us for calling you. Calling in.
And I will see you Monday morning.
Yes, you will, my dear.
And
we're going to dream team.
And I'll see you sometime. I don't know.
I hope it's sometime soon.
I'll see you on the podcast in the meantime as a listener. All right.
Sounds good.
Take care, Margie.
Guys.
Bye.
Yeah, once again, our live listener phone call. We've been talking with Margie Katz, crew member at
Trader Joe's in Oak Park.
So we're going to go ahead and wrap up. Do you want to tell our listeners, just read the first two paragraphs. Skip the middle paragraph.
Okay. Support for Special Chronicles is brought to you by listeners like you. Please support this podcast at specialchronicles.com/give. That's specialchronicles.com/give. Support for Special Chronicles is also made possible thanks to a grant from the ComEd Energy Force Program, the country's first energy efficiency education program designed for and taught for people with disabilities. Learn more about how ComEd is powering lives at specialchronicles.com/ComEd. That's specialchronicles.com/ComEd.
Well, awesome. So please, you guys go and donate specialchronicles.com/give. Click the link in the description of this podcast or video. And if you want to send in your feedback, I know maybe you always do this, but I'm just going to do this quickly. I know you don't have folks, but we'll figure that out. You guys can send us your audio and email feedback to Daniel and Georgia at specialchronicles.com. You can also look up at Daniel and Georgia on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, and you can make sure to follow us. You can DM us on social media. Once again, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, DM us. And make sure to like the kids say, subscribe, rate, review, and follow Daniel and Georgia Show and Special Chronicles. We'll be back next week with the season 4 premiere and our 28th episode closing together next week. I'm hungry. We don't have a lot of time because my mom is, well, pretty
It's only 4:30, so we have enough time.
We don't have a lot of time. We've got like half an hour, 20 minutes, 35 minutes, whatever. I'm not good at math. We have like 35 minutes left together. I know it's sad. With that, folks, I'm hungry. Jojo's gonna go cook for me. You're gonna have to cook fast. Is that okay?
Yeah. Yes.
That's okay. Okay. So, do you want to have folks have the final word? So, folks, we remember subscribe, rate, review, follow Daniel and Georgia Show, Special Chronicles, and we'll see you next week on another exciting episode, Season 4, next week of the Daniel and Georgia Show. We'll see you next week.
Catch you later.
Oh, anything else? Catch you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, let me just go check this and see if it... on 20 minutes. Okay, awesome. Should we sign off on this?
Yeah.
Do you want to say bye to the people?
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Bye-bye. We should end the broadcast. And
Oh, are we still on?
yeah, we'll do the after show when you're cooking. Okay, is that okay? We'll do a short little after show on Instagram, on the Daniel and Georgia Show Instagram. When you're cooking.
Yes, just the cooking part.
No, you'll cook all. You guys, go follow at Daniel and Georgia and at Special Chronicles for IGTV. We're gonna do a live after show. So go follow us at Daniel and Georgia and at Special Chronicles on Instagram. Right? When we do a live,
yes,
we're gonna go do a live. So remember, you guys, please donate. SpecialChronicles.com/give, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye. You like how I said it? You want to come up closer? There you go, folks. See you. Whoa. There you go. There you go. Bye.
You are ridiculous.
Bye.